Welcome back to another dev blog. I believe this is the fourth one, not positive. Nothing new here, really. It hasn't been touched, but I'm just showing this because people keep asking what the different enchantments do. Read the signs, people. Read the signs. All right, let's go downstairs and look at some new things. I can never remember. Run through here. All right, so the monster. There should be like a better name for this. We have added the gnomes. So if you want to learn about gnomes, you can come over here and read the sign. When I do it, it'll open it up like this. But when you read it, it won't be an edit screen. I just get edit screens because I placed it. Yeah, cats and gnomes hate each other. If you hadn't already noticed that. And looky what we've got here. Oh, it's so exciting. Cave freaks is what these things are called. The name should give you a little hint as to where you may or may not find them. But they are here. They are fully functional. They're doing their thing. Out here... Oh, two things. I increased the height of the wall because people were saying that they were jumping over the walls and then using the hang gliders to go down. Which, I mean, okay, I guess, sure. But I don't want people doing that, so I made the walls taller so you can't do that anymore. The other thing, this is far more important, is the school. This is a completely horrible looking school. I built it, that's why. We just got some aspen, we got some burnt wood for the tree trunks and stuff. We got some retaining wall stuff from the My Landscaping mod. You should totally use this and make impressive looking stuff. It's very well lit. I think the school district spent all their money on the lighting and these 3 fancy chalkboards, and they couldn't afford a decent building. But so here we got chairs, we got tables. None of that matters. All you guys really care about is these 3. So if you want to get the spill privilege so you can, empty buckets, just come on up into the school, read it, click take the quiz. There's some questions, you got to answer them. Same thing for the fire and for areas. You answer the questions right, you'll get the privileges. The areas privilege, when you complete the quiz, you will get a deed, an epic land deed, as I believe it is. Yes, it's from the epic land deed. Yes. You need land deeds in order to create areas. So that is how you will get 1. No, if you take the quiz multiple times, you don't get the deeds multiple times. I foresaw that being an issue, so I created it in such a way that you can't do that. Otherwise, there's nothing new going on up here. Whoa, I didn't think I could fall inside of the little caravan there. All right, well, moving right along. Wait, we want... Oh, ooh. Okay, I'm only going here because he's cleaned it up. Okay. Well, it's probably not worth mentioning then, but you know what? I'm going to break his stuff just to show this. So notice how there's not any dirt sticking underneath the dirt here. And man, I really hope I can make this work, because if I can't, I'm going to look like an absolute moron. Actually, did I push the fix to the server already? I don't know. Okay, so there was a bug where if you somehow managed to be inside of the dirt and you walked around on top of it, oh, it hasn't been fixed. It would place dirt nodes underneath. Obviously, that should not happen. That's from the Trails mod. It determines where the foot position is and then replaces that node with the stepped-on version. If you're inside the dirt node, it does funky stuff and places the node too low. It took me ages to figure this out. Like, seriously. I spent a lot of hours on this, but I did figure it out. Hopefully it's fixed now where that will never happen again. I changed the offset that it checks for, so it should be impossible for a normal person to get themselves into the ground. I can still do it with no clip, but I'm the only person with no clip, so hopefully that's not an issue. Ooh, we got somebody. -2. You're in the running to be more famous than other people. Oh, let's take a look at the news. If we scroll down, we will find, I don't know if you can actually read this in the video, but at the very bottom here it says, for more information to read older news, visit Nathan Salpat /server/epic server. Rather than just storing all of the news for all time in this, I'm doing blog posts on my website, which are linked on the Epic server page. And I don't know how much I'm going to keep in here. Right now, this is nothing older than January. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I wants to go about that as far as those things go. Let's go ahead and go back down to my spawn. I actually have not been on pretty much all week to see what's been going on here. That all looks the same. We got a zombie over there. Who cares about him? This looks pretty much the same. That looks a little different. Do the obligatory check for bones. I don't understand how people keep falling into this lava here. Oh, good. No bones. No bones this week. Excellent. Oh, I should mention that. Yeah, so remember how you weren't supposed to build near spawn and everybody was doing it anyway? Yeah, so I got rid of that rule. And now if you type the spawn command, it'll take you up to here. And so pretty much if you want to like make your own spawn, just throw one on the global network. And essentially any of these could be a spawn point because you're just going there. So yeah, if you want to make your own spawn, as it were, just call it a spawn and oh, I had no clip still turned on, and have at it. Let's take a look out here, see what we got going on. We got a nice little tower being built. Looks like somebody's got a garden here. There's a gnome. Yeah, so let's talk about the gnomes for a quick minute. Those were added on February 1st. You know what? I should have really pulled up a calendar because I don't know when the last video was recorded. Let me just check on my phone right quick here and see what last week would have been. I shouldn't actually have to think that way because if today's the 9th, last week would have been the 2nd. So gnomes possibly were in the last dev blog, but they have been tweaked. They have been improved. So gnomes did some stupid stuff, which I did not realize that that happened. So if we go over here, I just got to grab some bone meal real quick. This actually wasn't the fault of the gnomes. This was the fault of the bone meal. So bone meal, if you clicked on farm fields with bone meal, would grow grass and flowers. I don't know why, but it would. So I have since changed it. So it grows raspberries and blueberries, and those are the only two things. So if you want raspberries or blueberries, and you don't mind wasting a lot of bone meal to get them, because it's kind of a rare chance. We got one here, though. Yeah, you can do that. But now if gnomes make their way into a garden, they won't fill your garden up with flowers and grass. I did not realize that happened. That was totally my fault. I do apologize. It looks like the gnomes have been busy, though. We have a lot of dry weeds. We got a lot of grass. We got a lot of flowers. I may need to tone these guys down a smidgen. It doesn't look like they've been doing their job too well, though. They're supposed to change the scorched dirt into normal dirt. And clearly they have not been doing that. So we'll continue on and looking at, I see one house over here. Let's take a look at, okay, nothing special there. Let's take a look at the burnt forest and see how the reforestation process is going. There are a few players that have been spending quite a bit of time chopping down the trees and planting new ones. Not too shabby, not too shabby. There should be a lot of gnomes out here, actually. And I don't see a lot, so that's a little confusing. We got some infrastructure going on, some people building roads and stuff like that. Let's get to the actual changes, though. So I can't really show a lot of this stuff because, you know, I'm an admin and I get area bypass and stuff. But there was a thing, which isn't a thing anymore. This should be protected by somebody, right? Here we go. Okay, so it used to be, let me turn off a fly here. It used to be if you tried to use a hang glider in a protected area, you would take damage and you would pretty much get stuck in this loop from flipping backwards and knockback where you would just end up dying if you tried using a hang glider in a protected area. Not anymore. Ooh, not anymore though. I just made the hang gliders completely ignore protections, so you can jump off of any points anywhere and you should be just fine. The crossbow, this was kind of a big oops. This was like a serious oops. So the crossbow comes from Castle Weapons, and yeah, I added in the farming mod, which is a custom mod. Well, it's not really custom to the server, but it's got the goats. Well, actually, come to think it is custom to the server because I customized it from what it initially was. It has the goats. I just need a gnome. I just want to shoot a gnome. So those it would work on. I could shoot a fairy, but she'd probably kill me, so I won't try that. But all of the monsters, like the stone monster, the dirt monster, the dungeon master, all of those monsters, yeah, in this Castle Weapons mod, it was looking for, I think, just like mobs colon dirt monster, and they're actually called mob underscore monster colon dirt monster. So I went through and fixed that. So hopefully everything should be. Of course, the one thing I would find to shoot at, you can't kill with the bow. That's cool. Oh, there's a gnome. Oh, here's a goat. Let's try the goat. Hey, wow, that's a lot of knockback. Woo-wee. Where did that gnome go? Gnomes are kind of easy to spot because they because of the, yeah, there we go. Because of the bone mealing they do. Okay, so, oh, now he comes. Yeah, let's run away. Gnomes are pretty slow. I mean, give them a break, though. They're tiny, so they're gonna be slow. That's the nature of being tiny. You can't walk fast. Okay, so we did that. The pineapple spawning was brought to my attention, I believe, Emerald? I believe was the one who brought it to my attention. It was either Emerald or Q333. The mod was looking to spawn the pineapples in default dirt with dry grass, but the savannas are mostly default dry dirt with dry grass, so they weren't spawning anywhere for the most part. Like, theoretically they could have been, but nowhere near as oft as they should have been. So that's changed. So pineapples are now discoverable, and I know a handful of people have found pineapples. Also, people have found coffee. Coffee, the elusive coffee. People have found it. It is actually here. I don't know if anybody's selling it. I don't know if you can get it from anybody, but it is actually here. It has been, what's the word? Confirmed that coffee does exist on the server. So there's that. Oh, there was a kind of serious bug with the drinks mod. So let me just grab one of these and one of these. Yeah, I just need one of them. Okay, so, well, actually there was two things with the drinks mod. I think I mentioned this one last week though. You have to be in the how to word this. If the barrel here or the silo is in a protected area, you have to be in that area's protection list in order to use the purge button or to add or take liquids, I believe. However, There was a little bug that crept in. I forget if I forgot a letter in a variable or if I was using the wrong variable. I don't remember which. But if you clicked the purge button, it would just crash the entire server because there was a malformed variable name. So that's fixed. So you don't have to worry about crashing the server anymore if you're trying to empty your juice container things. Eating awards. This is big. This is big. I don't know if it's that. Why did I search eat? Wow, why did I search eat again? I meant to do apple. All right, so this, oh, I already had apple. All right, let's try this out. I haven't actually done any of these yet. Yes, the eating awards work. And it's a stupid simple bug fix. I don't know why it hasn't been fixed in the actual mod. Somebody posted the fix on the forum topic, and it's so easy. Someplace it's in the code, in the eating code, there's like a notify.placer and it should be notify.eater. So all of the eating awards, I don't know how many of those there are. There's clearly the apple one. There's some mushroom one, I think. Tasty mushroom. Yeah, there's a mushroom one. I wanted to say there was like a potato one as well, but maybe not. Whatever the case, any of the eating awards should work now. So gorge yourselves and eat and get your awards, because I know that's the only thing that gives you what's the word? It's the only thing that gives you validation to your existence is getting the awards. Let's see what else. The new statues, already showed you those in the Hall of Wisdom. The gnomes don't do that anymore. Oh, there's mobs on the floating islands. Somebody has a teleport to a floating island, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Ooh, I don't want to do that though. So if we, I don't know what it's called. I've never been to it. Let's just go to the Sky Island. Oh, hey, this is, oh wow, dude, this is so perfect. I come up here and what's waiting for me? But a cloud puff. Yes, my friends. Cloud puffs. Woo! Okay, clearly he wanted to do his cloudy thing. They act exactly like slimes, which should really be no surprise, seeing as how I literally ripped 100% of the code from the slimes mod. Like, I changed the, hey, what's going on there? I changed the textures, obviously, and I changed the spawn stuff. So they spawn in water in the Cloud Islands. So if you have a Cloud Island that doesn't have water in it, which there are some, there's actually quite a few, like this one right over here, I don't think has water on it. So you don't have to worry about cloud puffs here. That's not to say that there'll never be anything up here you need to worry about, but you don't need to worry about the cloud puffs because they only spawn in water in these high areas. And that's because the water is evaporating, and as the water evaporates, you get the moisture in the air, and the moisture, but I don't know how clouds actually form. I'm not a scientist, okay, and I don't remember this stuff from back in school because I didn't care, because who cares how clouds form? But it's something with the moisture in the air, and then it gets cold, so it does something, and so that's how these cloud puffs form. It's because it's the moisture evaporating out, and then it's so high that it's cold right away, so then it just turns into a little cloud, and for whatever reason the clouds are just, they don't like people, so they hop on you with squishy sounds, because I I use the same sounds from the slimes because I was too lazy to change them. And that's it. Ooh, let me grab the stick though. I think that's it. That should be the last of all of the things. No, I do not know what's going in all of this empty space up here. I need to start filling it up with something, but I don't know what. Oh, you know what? I should there was a couple people I had to give shout outs to who gave me items in my mailbox here. Okay, so Silicon Penguin gave me some sticks of gunpowder. Oh, I got some coffee beans. and 2 cups of coffee, which I already took out. So thank you, Silicon Penguin. You know, if you want a shout out, you know, just give me some stuff in my mailbox here, and yeah, you can get yourself a shout out on the show. What do shout outs accomplish or afford you? Zilch, nada, zero, nothing. Other than you can say you got a shout out, I suppose. So yeah, that's the dev blog for week 2 of, well, it's more like week 1, but whatever, for this amount of February. And Dash Hyphen is running up the stairs to get in the video yet again. Weren't that in the beginning of the video? Also, Dash Hyphen, you should get yourself a custom skin. I'll just mention it again. If you want a custom skin, hit me up. Now you can do it in the video comments. You could let me know. It's really better just to send an email directly to mindtest@nathansalpat.com or send me the file on Discord, and I will get it added to the server for you. And that's going to wrap it up. So thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another exciting feature-filled. I'm actually in the process of working on some new features, but they're not completed enough to put in this one. So they will be in the next one, and I think people are going to like it. Like one person, because one person asked for it. So I'm sure other people will like it too, but one person asked for it, so I'm adding it. Because that's how dedicated I am. And yeah, so you should totally join the server and play and find bugs and let me know about the bugs so I can fix the bugs so it's more fun. And we'll wrap it up there. So thanks for watching. And I already said all this, so I don't know why I'm saying it again. So see you later.